Welcome to North Dakota State Stadium. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the North Dakota State Bison. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. And the Buffaloes ready to kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bison will have the first possession in this one as their offense comes out to go to work. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. On the ground, it's Scott. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Dropping back, it's Hayes. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. The Buffaloes offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And there was times during the week where we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any game.
Maybe some room here. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
The Buffaloes can really attack on this second and short. Runs through a tackle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that run.
How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? Direct snap. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Buffaloes are marching down the field. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Play action with Lewis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Lewis takes the easy completion. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent third down defense, and fourth down's coming up.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up for him.
Punt is in the air on fourth down.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Red pass, it's complete. Out of bounds at the 17. Big pickup there, not only in yardage, but it gives him some breathing room.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Fires on the move. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Tight end now in motion. Quarterback keep. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Colorado! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Hayes. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. The give to the single back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Collins. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Love the accuracy on that curl throw by the quarterback, putting it right in the numbers, right in the breadbasket of his wide receiver.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. To the air, it's Hayes. He's got him. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. The give on the option. Finding some room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Running the red zone, it's Scott. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Well, they were trying to run a sweep, but they got put in the dustpan real fast.
And defenses understand, I cannot let fast guys get on the edge. I got to get that ball turning back towards the middle. Really good job of understanding that. Understanding if he gets too far outside from them big boys, they aren't even in the play. They're just chasing and running. So nice job by the defense not allowing that ball to get outside.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Breaks into... Got enough space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him, and you just get it to him, and he does the rest, and that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, North Dakota State. The extra point here would tie the game. And right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here's Lewis to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Welch. Puts him in the spin cycle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. They'll send the back in motion. Lewis wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Goes to the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Finds his man, it's Perry. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Right on the money. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Run in the red zone, it's Taylor. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Using the quick game. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Play fake, Lewis. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the option. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Caught by Williams on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. To the air, it's Hayes. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Throwing, Lewis. Got a man, it's Gibson. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Second down, he'll throw it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snatches it on the right. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
And, man, if you want to make big plays down the field, that's how it's done. It starts up front with the offensive line, and he had so much time to go through his progressions and then go through it again, man. So much time in the pocket.
Touchdown, Buffs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Hayes. Slings it downfield. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw it again. That's caught. It's Collins. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Bringing the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll try to really get into this one. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Makes his man miss. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. We are just about ready to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Going to the run to start this second half. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Lewis on the play action. That's reeled in. It's Young. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Plucks it out of the air. Turning it on. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be.
And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
To throw, it's Hayes. Here's the pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the 2nd play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pulls it in. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the 1st down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
They kick it away on 4th down.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, that's a fortuitous bounce because we know this guy already fumbled earlier in the game, David. He's got to do a better job with 5 points of pressure on that ball.
Or he's going to be sitting on the sidelines. Coaches are not going to continue to trust you if you're going to continue to put the ball on the ground.
Keep it on the ground. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. Fires it incomplete.
Great job by this defense. They started the drive with the offense backed up, in the shadow of their own end zone. Nice job being aggressive, keeping them there, and now they're going to have a chance to flip the field and really give their offense good field position.
The Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Hayes. On target. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
And the offense found no success with the backward-going pass. How about a forward pass on 2nd and long? Running inside, it's Scott. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
And the Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gibson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And the Buffaloes line up to punt it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Back to pass, it's Hayes. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And, man, this defense proving to be so opportunistic. They don't just turn people over. You've already seen them scoop up a fumble, take it back to the house, now an interception, and take it back to the house. They make big plays, and they put that thing in the end zone.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. This drive will open from the 15. They'll send the tight end in motion. The run inside. It's Scott.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll go right back to him. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. He's got it on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. The RPO, it's complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man, it's Hayes. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They're throwing for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Welsh. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
They'll ride the hot hand. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Play action with Lewis. Makes the catch. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They'll try to power their way ahead. There's a crease. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Lewis. Caught.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that.
Got it! Touchdown, Colorado! And the punishment has been extended.
Yeah, salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. They'll move the tight end. Back to throw, it's Hayes. He's got his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Motion from the wideout. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Unloads to the wideout. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Wide receiver going in motion. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Collins. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here, and now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Hayes. Here comes the heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Complete out of the backfield. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it up.
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. Going for 6. Touchdown, North Dakota State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
They'll line up to go for 2. They'll try to slam it in. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
That is a perfectly executed onside kick. Great job by the kicker, making sure the ball goes 10 yards. And then how about the kicking team diving on top of that ball?
Finds his big tight end. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Now on first down from the 43. Dropping back, it's Hayes. Setting up the screen. He's brought down after a gain of about 5. Clock comes to a stop as we've reached a 2-minute timeout. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. He'll take it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Pressure coming. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Could be an alley. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Gonna run it. It's Welch. Stopped in the backfield. He's gonna lose 3 yards on the play.